You are welcome to the show, the Hoodie Guy Podcast. My name is Jethro Tetekwe, and I'm here on one mission to awaken every youth to their potential. In this digital age, where social media has become the talk of the day, I begin to ask questions that what has been the impact of social media to the youth of Africa? And so many times the answers that I get is nothing to write home about. If you can hear me clearly, I want you to know that your hope is not lost. Because it's high time the youth of Africa rise to their potentials and speak for themselves. If there are problems that surround us, it is the youth who can solve these problems. Because no nation rises without its youth. And one of the reasons why our continent, Africa, is struggling is because we have rejected or we have left our youth behind. The youth who have the talent and then the strength, who have the enthusiasm to drive national agendas have been left behind. Panel discussions do not include the youth. And that is the reason why the Hoodie Guy podcast is here, to ensure that every youth in Africa, every youth in the world is awakened.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome once again to the Hoodie Guy podcast. In today's show, we are going to talk about how did we get here. The topic for today is how did we get here as youths? How did we get into this situation of hopelessness? How did we get into this situation where our dependency has become so bad? How did we get here that after we graduated from the universities, there are no jobs for us? How did we get here that after our national service, we couldn't be retained? How did we get here that we are not even productive as youth? How did we get here that we cannot produce solutions for our problems? How did we get here that we need the intervention of whites or the Western culture to bring ourselves solutions? And how did we get here that our mindsets have been so archaic such that we cannot think of anything positive? Over the years, per my research, there has been a rise in social media. There has been a high rise in youth involvement in social media. And in this digital age, it has really been a concern. Because social media, as I know, evolved from somewhere. Initially, we used to have traditional media, which means that if you needed to place anything online or if you needed to advertise or broadcast anything, you would have to go to media spaces or you would have to visit the media houses to pay huge sums of money. But then in the age of social media, this time with just a click of a camera, you could advertise whatsoever thing you want to bring on board. But I've realized that the youths are abusing social media, where we live up to the expectations of the society. This reminds me of a story of a young lady that I know so well, and I wouldn't mention her name because I realized that social media is doing us harm than good. Because the intention of the creators or the intention of the developers of social media was to just bring a common platform to ensure that gifts, talent, and then so many unique things are brought out. But then it happens that we tend not to understand the usage of social media. And in that regard, we tend to abuse it. This young lady that I know, when I saw her post on Instagram, she had the perfect looks, she had the perfect vibes, perfect pictures, till I met her in real time. So I began to ask this question that, is this really you? And it just gave me some answers that the reason why people live fake life on social media is because of the expectations of the society. So people want to live to the validations of men. And as a result of that, they do not care of whatsoever thing that it would come against them. And that is why it brings us to the question or the topic of today. How did we get here? This is a question that really poses risks. And if you know what is at stake as a youth, you would bear with me that what we have to lose is greater than what we see. And because we have been distracted by the current news going on social media, so we do not look at the clear picture. But I want you to know that it is not late. Help is coming, because it is high time we awaken to purpose. It is high time we awaken to destiny. It is high time we take heels to our passion. Today you see so many gifted people who have dropped their gifts. They are not doing anything about their gifts because of one thing. We take so many things for granted. In Africa, one of the very things that really disturbs us is complacency. We do not see the use, or we do not see the need to be consistent with things. We do not see the value to put ourselves out there. So we are not visible. We see so many people who are gifted in other things, but there is no drive. And as a result, we keep on crying that I am so talented, I am gifted, yet nobody is seeing me. And it's simply because we have taken so many things for granted. How did we get here? Is the topic for today. And until you rise, I will not stop.